Happy Small Business Saturday, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. For all of you out there who are mamas and papas, or you've got kids who have moved out of the house, or people who want to be mamas and papas, this episode is for you. So it basically covers everybody. Anybody who has a little one in their life and anyone who cares about life in general, the life of babies. You are going to want to listen to this interview with Sarah Gabel Seifert. She is the president and co-founder of EveryLife. They are a diaper and baby wipe manufacturer. They stand unequivocally for life, and in the face of all of the other diaper brands out there who support the opposite, you are gonna rush to support this company. So I can't wait to get back with Sarah Gabel in just a few moments. We're going to take a break and we'll see you on the other side. Welcome back, everybody, to Small Business Saturday. I've had my eye on this brand for quite a while, ever since I started seeing advertisements for them. I love what this brand stands for. I love what they are doing, and I'm so excited to bring in the president and co-founder of EveryLife, Sarah Gabel Seifert. Sarah Gabel, thank you so much for being here.
Well, it's an honor. Thanks for having me.
I can't remember the first time that I saw or heard an ad for EveryLife. But it was something that I think it was maybe even just a 30 or 60-second spot, but it laid out what your brand stands for and what you guys do, how I mean, it almost sounds like a ministry. Tell everybody about EveryLife.
Sure. So we launched EveryLife last year in July, and we are the first and only pro-life diaper company on the market. Believe it or not, every major diaper company today, Pampers, Hello Bello, Honest, Coterie, the list goes on and on, they're supporting abortion, either vocally or financially. So I could not sit on the sidelines, neither could many families that helped get this company started. So we came to market with an incredible, beautiful, elegant brand that stood for every miraculous life. We believe every child is a gift from God, deserving of love, protection, and celebration. And many people are coming for our values, but they're staying because the product is incredible. It's high performing, it's premium, clean ingredients, no toxins. I use this product on my own baby, and I can tell you that it is truly the best diaper I've ever put on her. She used to struggle with diaper rash. She no longer has any sort of irritation. It's safe for sensitive skin. It's hyperallergenic. All the things that you want in a diaper, this diaper has and more. So we're so grateful that we're the solution for parents that are passionate about shopping their values, and we give back. And we'll talk a little bit about that, I'm sure, on the show today, but we're very generous in making sure that we help these moms that are maybe contemplating abortion choose life, because we know that a box of diapers can be the difference between life or death for an unborn baby. And we want to come alongside these parents who choose life. So we donate millions now diapers to pregnancy resource centers that are in urgent need of these supplies.
I love this so much, and there's so much that I want to unpack about what you said, but I want to start at the beginning, because starting a business is very hard just to begin with. But when, if it's a service business where you are providing a service to the community that doesn't involve equipment or a product or something like that, that's one thing. But when you consider the manufacturing of a diaper, I mean, I can't imagine the insurmountable or seemingly insurmountable tasks that you had to accomplish to actually get this to production, especially considering the fact that you are going the clean route, which I have recently become very woo-woo when it comes to toxins. So I applaud you for that. Talk to us about how you got this off the ground, found the people to manufacture this, the factories, things like that.
Yeah, sure. So I will say our parent company is Public Square. And for those that are not familiar with Public Square, it's the largest marketplace of pro-life, pro-family, pro-freedom businesses. We have 80,000 plus that all stand for the values that make our country so special. And we actually use that platform and our community there to be able to discover that many parents were actually searching for a diaper brand to use. And there was no pro-life, pro-family, pro-freedom brand. So that was a really great tool for us to be able to know we need to create the solution here. We use them to be able to have a very successful launch right out of the gate, which is why I believe we really blew up when we launched this product, because we already knew there were consumers waiting for this product. They were asking us for it. As far as the production side and finding the right people and the right team, I will say we were very blessed to be able to find the right people to help us be sure that we were choosing the right partners to be able to manufacture our product with excellence. And that was so important for us to make sure, to your point. I think a lot of Americans today are looking into the ingredients, not only that they're putting on their skin, but they're going into their body,
Yep.
especially on a newborn baby. You have to
Yes.
be so careful with anything that you're putting. They're so gentle, they're so fragile, and they deserve the best. And so we spent a lot of time making sure that every ingredient we thought through, we looked at, we studied, and we chose the right manufacturer, we chose the right suppliers to partner with. So we had confidence that when we came to market, these parents would be raving about our product. And that has been the case. So it took time, it took energy, but it was so worth it, because when you launch something, you don't want to be questioning, is this product quality? And we were not
Absolutely.
questioning that. So it was
Yeah.
a learning experience, a journey, and I'm grateful to see where we are right now. And it's only growing and expanding every day.
I love that. And we are big fans of Public Square over here. I use it here in Los Angeles because, believe it or not, audience, there are even pro America, pro the value system that we have and that Public Square has. There are even those businesses out here in Los Angeles. So I have been eternally grateful. One of my favorite restaurants I found via Public Square. So that's great. I want to get back to something you were saying a few moments ago about the diaper rash with your own child. And I see this as, because my husband and I have become more crunchy, and I hear crunchy is the new term for like hippie and granola. So we are definitely very crunchy now, trying to get rid of toxins. But we've been learning more and more about the relationship between lobbying and big pharma, and a lot of the issues that are caused from mainstream products like Pampers, Diapers, and some of these other mainstream diaper brands. And you mentioned the diaper rash thing, and it reminds me of another weird relationship where Bayer, the company that produces the drug that treats non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, also just purchased the brand Roundup. So they are now not only producing the problem, and they're also producing the solution and the problem. So it's just this disgusting relationship. You mentioned diaper rash, and I was thinking to myself, all right, so what do most parents use for diaper rash? They use baby powder. And what do we hear about all the time? Lawsuits regarding baby powder. So I just love that you have made this brand so clean. But I know that you have a lot of experience in business. You were very integral to the success of Public Square. Talk to us about that and how that helped you get this off the ground.
Yeah, sure. So my husband and I started Public Square really as a family because we decided we needed this platform for ourselves. When COVID hit, we were actually living in California at the time, in San Diego, and many businesses were shutting down. Many businesses were not standing for the values that we hold dear. And so we did our own research and said, we need to come up with a list of businesses, at least in our area, that we can support and know with the blessed assurance that the money that we are gaining is going out toward the companies that we want to partner with, because it's
Yeah.
so important that we vote with our dollars every single day. That's something all Americans can do, is shop their values. It's actually very simple. And I think everybody's saying, what can I do today to make a difference and make my country better? Well, go evaluate how you're spending your money, because you would be shocked to see how many businesses are taking your hard earned money,
Yeah.
using it to stand against the things that make our country so special. And so that was really important for us to make sure that we were able to really stand with these companies in our area. We launched Public Square, again, out of a personal need. It's a lot of times out of the frustrations you have in your own life that actually
Yeah.
propels you into kind of the next season or whatever is in front of you. And so I'm really grateful that we were able to do that actually in California, because there was such a need there. People in the area blew up in California because people were looking for places to
Yeah.
support. We took it nationwide. I was able to really own the sales department and get that off the ground and support these small businesses that need our support. Many of them after COVID did not make it. However, the ones that joined Public Square, I can tell you, Amanda, story after story after story of small businesses coming to me, working with them directly and saying, because I put my company on Public Square, I survived
Oh,
through COVID, because I
man.
was able to work with customers that had values alignment and were so passionate about shopping their dollars. They were willing to spend more. They were willing to
Yeah.
go past the inconveniences in order to come and come into my doors and use my products and buy my coffee or whatever it may be. And it could bring me to tears how many times I heard businesses say, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the Public Square community. And so I would say having that experience really helped me see the need for EveryLife, because I thought, man, what a special community we're building here of values aligned shoppers. If there's a hole in the market for something that's important as diapers and wipes, we should meet the need and make this
Absolutely.
available for these consumers. So I would say having that background was so helpful. I've also worked in the pregnancy center space as well. I directed a center in California, and that background also helped me to be able to see the need that these pregnancy centers have for diapers and wipes for the parents that they serve. So my
This
background definitely prepared me for where I am right now, and I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah, it's amazing how God places these things in our lives in perfect succession to put us in the place where we need to be with the skills that we've acquired. It just continuously astounds me when I hear stories like this, because of just how good God is and how He meets our needs every step of the way and takes us to something and takes us through it as well. Um, and this is why I think that your company is not just a company, it is a ministry. So I know you mentioned working in a pregnancy center, and so that kind of leads me to my next question, because the very ugly side of the diaper industry is, we've got big pharma, we've got big ag, and we also have big abortion, and there is a huge machine behind the availability and access to abortion, more so than the push for life, to encourage women like your company is doing to choose life. And I love pregnancy centers because, and we even have some here in LA, where women can go and they are encouraged to choose life. I want to start with the negative side of things because I want to finish on a positive when we wrap up. On the negative side of things, though, practically every major diaper brand is on the abortion side of things, aren't they?
That's correct. Every single one. And it's not hard to go do your own research and check out their social media channels. When Roe v. Wade was overturned, many of them came out. Coterie is a good example. They claimed to be the most luxurious diaper brand, and they put a post out and said they were lamenting over the fact that Roe v. Wade was overturned, even to the point where they said as a company they feel lost without abortion care.
What?
And you look at these statements and you say, look, put aside, we know abortion is wrong, and it's morally heartbreaking. It's hard to put words around
Yeah.
the amount of lives that have been lost to this. But you look at it just from a business perspective as well, and you say, how does it make sense for a brand that's providing products for a child for them to not stand for their life? It
That's
makes
right. It's self-destruction of
absolutely
your company. It's insane.
it makes no sense. So we had to say, let's be common sense here. Let's not only come out with a brand that is a good business model. It's very simple what we believe in. We love babies. We love children. We want to see more children, not less. And we wanted to create a solution when there's a heavily inundated market of baby brands that are standing against life. We decided to come and be this elegant brand that loves family, and it's working and people are responding. We did a really big Make More Babies campaign in January where we really hit on this issue of women and this culture celebrating death more than life. And we're seeing birth rates plummet in the US and really globally. But in the US, if we just zone in here, birth rates are down to 1.7 babies per woman. It needs to be at 2.1 to see a sustaining future. And that's a problem. So we wanted to put up a big billboard in Times Square in January with a tweet from Elon Musk that said having children is saving the world. And that really went viral. Elon Musk himself actually retweeted us and said, I endorse this message. And it's important because we need to be talking about this. We need to see more children. We need to see a culture that celebrates the expansion of family. And that's what we're trying to do at EveryLife every single day.
Absolutely. And I remember the Make More Babies campaign. I think it's so brilliant. Do you think, and I want to have a positive note before we take a quick break. Does it feel to you like traditional families, women having babies and raising them with their husbands, does it feel like maybe we're going in the direction of that coming back into style?
I think so. And that gives me hope. And I love that you're pointing the conversation that direction because every single day I'm starting to see people realize that, and testimonies coming out from women that maybe bought into the lie that I
Yep.
should prioritize career, that I should not get married, that I shouldn't have children because this feminist movement looks like this glamorous way, but yet they're getting to their 30s, they're getting to their mid 30s, some 40s, and saying, man, I wish I did not buy into this lie
Yep.
because all I want now is a husband to do life with. All I want now is to raise kids.
Yeah.
And I've waited too long, and they're sharing their stories. So that way it can impact younger people to be able to see these stories and hopefully reprioritize what they're going after. And it's so
Yeah.
important that we begin to see that. And I think it is happening. We're seeing it every day at EveryLife. We even hear stories from customers that have said they were once pro-choice. They got ads and they found out about EveryLife and they turned to believe in Every Precious Life because of our brand. So I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that we're seeing a culture that's realizing that in order for us to have a strong nation, we have to have strong families.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, I am exactly the person you are talking about. I'm the older end of millennials, and I bought the lie. I bought the lie that women should prioritize career, and obviously the whole like pro feminist, this bastardized version of whatever feminism is, started back in the 60s and 70s, but they perfected it by the time millennials came around. And I bought it hook, line, and sinker. And I was actually just having a conversation last week with a friend of mine who's around the same age. And she and I were both lamenting the fact that, I mean, we came to LA to, I mean, the nature of Los Angeles, and you know this, Sarah Gabel, is selfishness. People come to Los Angeles for selfish pursuit, for selfish ambition, and so there is just kind of a selfish culture here. And this friend and I were lamenting about how we hated that we were selfish with our own lives for so long, and now we are at that age, or we are at that point where we are just, and I don't want to say we live with an immense amount of regret, because my days don't revolve around regretting that. But we are now trying to have children, and we're going to try to make up for lost time. So I think what you were just saying resonates with so many women, especially in their 30s and 40s. So I appreciate you doing the Make More Babies campaign, and I hope that you continue doing it. We're going to take a very quick break, and we're going to be back in just a moment with Sarah Gabel Seifert.
From the very beginning, we've always said that our deeply held convictions are why we want to create a community as much as a company, and that changing diapers, changing lives is far more than just a clever tagline. It's who we are, it's what we do, and I believe that's why you're on this journey with us. And now, with our new Changing Lives Club, it's getting even better. We're creating a movement of parents who share our family-first values. It's simple to join. When you choose any monthly EveryLife diaper subscription, you're part of the club. Yes, you get discounts every month with diapers delivered right to your doorstep, a super fun EveryLife tote bag with access to an exclusive members-only Facebook group with lots of great benefits. But the best news of all is that you get the chance to donate an entire month's supply of diapers to your local church or pregnancy center on your behalf. Changing a life just because you're a member of the Changing Lives Club. Subscribe today and join the movement where we're not only changing diapers, we are truly changing lives.
Changing diapers.
Welcome back, everybody, to this conversation about EveryLife. Sarah Gabel, thank you so much for being here. All right, so all right, we've talked about the very, very ugly side of the diaper industry. So I want to barrel down the positive side of things with life and the products that EveryLife provides. Obviously diapers, but you guys have some other products as well. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so we offer our diapers. They are supremely high quality and they get the job done. I cannot say enough incredible things about them. I use them myself on my daughter, and it's the best diaper. I said that earlier, but I just want to reinforce that. We also have wipes. They are incredible. Again, high performing. They're premium. They're clean ingredients, 99% water, hyperallergenic. And so those are a great product that you can use for your baby. But we also have people that get on our subscription for wipes and they don't have babies. They just use them in their cars and they use them at home. These wipes work anywhere at any point. And so I can't say enough great things about our wipes too. We're also really excited because, we have the diaper and the wipe. Those are our two products right now. But we've always said from the very beginning that we want to be a baby brand where parents can come to get all of their baby essentials. So just stay tuned. Anyone listening that's interested, follow us on Instagram, follow us on social, go to everylife.com, get on our email subscribe or get on our newsletters, because we will be sending updates very soon about some new products that we will be expanding upon before the end of the year. So we're excited to be able to keep growing and offering more products that will really serve these parents, again, that really care about shopping their values and putting their money where their mouth is.
I love that. All right. So I'm going to plan this to coincide with my husband and I having our first kid so that we can just have an entire house full of EveryLife products.
I love it. That sounds amazing. Thank you for already being a customer with us.
Absolutely, absolutely. So for people out there, I have some friends, again, reflecting back to the age group that I'm in, women who were trying to have kids for a while, and one of them is pregnant now, and I'm so excited for her because she just rounded third base. She's a little over 6 months pregnant. I'm so excited for her. For women who are pregnant and they want to support EveryLife, I'm sure they probably want to go ahead and stock up, but this would be a great thing for women to put on baby registries for showers.
Absolutely. I know many women who are planning their registries use babylist.com. That's one of the #1 registries. Our product can be found there, so feel free to
Awesome.
link it to your registry. But if you go to everylife.com, you will find all of our products there. What's really nice about what we do is you can actually get into a subscription. And when you subscribe to our diapers, you get the diapers shipped to your doorstep every single month, and you can edit, change, modify your number or
Wow.
your order via text. So it makes it really simple for the mom on the go. I know for me, that's very, very helpful. What's really cool, though, I'll mention about becoming a subscriber is that you automatically join what we call the Changing Lives Club, where you're getting your diaper shipped to you, you're saving on shipping, you're getting some discounts, but more than that, on the 3rd month, you have the opportunity to actually donate a whole box of our diapers to your local pregnancy center or your church on our behalf. And
Oh,
so that's
wow.
a really amazing opportunity for you to be a part of. When we say we're changing diapers and we're changing lives, we really mean that. And we want our community, our subscribers, to feel that with us, so they have the opportunity to change lives on that 3rd month and send those diapers to a church or PRC in need. You also get exclusive access to a Facebook group where we get all of our subscribers in to be able to know that you're not alone in your values and your pro-life stance. And it's been an incredible place for moms and dads to gather, ask questions, to build community online. And so that comes with being a subscriber as well. So we hope that anyone listening that is expecting a baby or has someone in their life that's expecting a baby, join us on our mission, because it is so much more than getting a diaper and wipe that works. It's amazing. You're actually helping us impact life, save lives. And we would be honored to be able to be a part of your really special life change and journey of welcoming children into the world. There's no greater gift. There's no better role than
Amen.
becoming a mom. And we want to support those parents.
Amen. I love that you are not only changing diapers and changing lives, you are saving lives. And I don't know if there's a way for you guys to quantify how many lives you've changed, but I do know that millions of diapers, millions of dollars worth of support for pro-life. Any of those numbers quantifiable?
Yeah, I mean, in a short amount of time, we launched this company in July of last year, and we've already had the opportunity of donating over 2 million diapers.
Wow.
All of those have been going to pregnancy resource centers that have been in urgent need of these supplies, so they can give it to moms who have chosen life for their babies.
I
So
love that.
I've been in those pregnancy centers firsthand. I know what it's like to talk to that girl who's considering abortion. If they
Yeah,
feel love, if they feel support, and they have the resources like diapers and wipes to help them in their journey and their decision, it can help save a life. So I can tell
absolutely.
you that the impact is large. It outlasts our time here on earth. We are building a legacy with the company that we have at EveryLife. And actually, I'll mention this, Amanda, for your listeners who maybe don't have babies in diapers, but they love what they're hearing and they want to be a part of our mission. We have a Buy for a Cause program, where actually you can go on, purchase a Buy for a Cause bundle. You'll see it at everylife.com. That bundle of diapers and wipes will be donated to a pregnancy resource center that we work with that's an urgent need. So that's a great way to jump on board and help
Yeah.
us out, because every time we see those purchases, it helps us be able to help more people.
I love that. And that was actually going to be my next question, because you guys don't just, I mean, it's not just the saving babies' lives cause. You guys are utilizing the Buy for a Cause efforts to support families who have been affected by Hurricane Helene, right?
That's correct. Yeah, we right now, if you go purchase a Buy for a Cause bundle, we've allocated those to help the families that have been impacted by Hurricane Helene. The generosity that has come from this campaign has been enormous, record breaking generosity from our community I would encourage anybody to help. We're working with Convoy of Hope, Freedom House, Operation Airdrop, many other churches and local pregnancy centers to get our diapers into the hands of these families who need them most. We've already seen over 700,000 diapers sent out for this effort. And we want to see more because the need is, it's overwhelming. We continue to hear on the ground that diapers and wipes are one of the number one needed items. Now we have Milton on the way here in Florida. And so we are looking to continue to expand our efforts to not only help with everything that's happening with Hurricane Helene, but we also want to pay attention to Hurricane Milton and make sure that we're helping those families too.
Absolutely. And there no doubt will be a need on the other side of Hurricane Milton. Speaking of, I know that you are based out of Florida. Is this affecting your manufacturing and your operations?
No, it's actually not. I'm very grateful for that.
Good.
So our diapers are made in Mexico. And so we're not seeing obviously any issues there. We do have fulfillment centers in Vegas and in Dallas. And so right now everything's operating as normal and we're not
Great.
seeing any delays. If anything, that's one of the best things that our customers tell us is how quick our products get to them. As soon as they order, sometimes they see it within 1 to 2 days. So we work really hard to get our products into the hands of our customers as soon as we can. And so far, this has not interrupted any of our current operations, which I'm grateful for.
That is so fantastic. Okay, so I want to get down to dollars and cents because I don't have children yet. My husband and I are working on it. But I have a lot of friends with babies. And when I hear the amount of money that they spend on diapers every month, I remember the first time I heard a figure from my sister-in-law and it just seemed absolutely astronomical. And I thought to myself, how on earth are you spending that much just on diapers? And this was just some Joe Blow random diaper company that I'm sure is soiled full of toxins and garbage and, you know, doing the diaper rash thing on their baby. I saw your buy for a cause bundle and it's an entire month supply of diapers and wipes and it's $50. That seems kind of unbelievably cheap to me.
Yeah, so our buy for a cause is a discounted rate because those are going to help families. They're
Yeah.
donations that are
But
going to
still,
our
I mean, that's
pregnancy
just
centers.
amazing.
Yeah, that is. It is. And look, we're not making much off of that. We just simply want to help more
Yeah.
people. And that's the heart of us at EveryLife is that we care so deeply about being a mission oriented company. To your point, it's you said a ministry. I believe that in a lot of ways is what we are doing. We're creating really a grassroots efforts of parents that really do care about shopping their values, but also just helping a lot of people with the essentials. And our Buy for a Cause program helps us do that. Yes, it's $50 to be able to give a whole month's supply to a mom in need of diapers and wipes. Our prices for just direct to consumer are extremely competitive and even better to some of the more premium products. If you go look at some of the competitors out there, our prices are better. And not only are they better, but they're also, you're getting that premium product at the same time you're partnering with a business that shares your values. And that is so important today more than ever. So just speaking to what you said, it is amazing how expensive everything is right now. And so we try to do everything we can to make these affordable for parents across America, but also we don't want to jeopardize the quality and the intentionality that goes into the creation of the product itself.
I think that this is such an incredible business model, but again, just an amazing ministry. You guys are touching so many lives. Before we let you go, what does it mean for you personally? I mean, I know that you obviously had very amazing reasons for starting this business and seeing that hole in the market for a pro-life diaper brand. But what does it mean for you personally to provide this service and this ministry to women across this country?
To be honest, my motivation every day is obviously to help more people, and I want to see more lives saved, and I want to see more parents supported because I think we don't have a culture that does that enough. And so I'm grateful to be a company that's trying to make a difference. But more than that, to be honest with you, Amanda, I'm doing this for the sake of my daughter. I'm doing this for the sake of her children and her children and her children. I know that what we're doing is outlasting. I've said this before, our time here on earth, and it's so important to me to make sure that every single day is spent with purpose. And I know that every day I'm waking up and there is purpose behind the work I am doing for the sake of creating a better country and environment for my daughter to be raised up in. So she's my why. she's why I wanted to do this. I love being a mom. I want to spend every second with her, but I know that God has me here to fight and to try to make a difference for the moms and dads and for a culture that does not want to celebrate every miraculous life. So
Yeah.
I hope and pray we continue to just see more and more people jump on board. And to your point, we catch them before they get too old in life, and they feel like, man, I wish I would have heard this sooner. We're trying to get in
Yeah.
front of that. We're trying to speak to these women, speak to these moms, and help them see that being a parent is the greatest role you could ever embark upon.
Absolutely. And Sarah Gabel, this company and this ministry, I think, is just such an incredible legacy for you and for your husband Michael and for your daughter. And I am so excited to see the success of it. And I can't wait until the day when I can start my subscription, because we're, starting our family. I'm just so looking forward to that. And I want everybody to go and check out everylife.com. That's where you can find out all of the information about this incredible company. Sarah Gabel Seifert, the president and co-founder of EveryLife. Thank you so much for joining me today. And thank you for all this information about your incredible business. Congratulations on all your success.
Thank you, Amanda. God bless.
Same to you. All right, everybody, we're going to take a quick break. I've got one story that I have to hit because it involves a lot of Christians in this country not voting. They're sitting out this election. Not great. All right, we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, so I teased this story last Wednesday, and the reason that I didn't go into it is because it is still fresh. It's kind of one of these evergreen topics. At least it's evergreen up until the election. But I thought that it tied in well with this conversation with Sarah Gabel, because Sarah Gabel, obviously, she's a believer and she believes in life, and I feel like so many of the listeners and viewers of my podcast are also in that category. So I'm going to try to not reveal how apoplectic I feel about this. I am, quite frankly, enraged. There is absolutely no excuse for these numbers, and I am so incredibly disappointed. And boy, oh boy, we have work to do in the next, 20 day. I don't even know now. We're like 3 weeks out from the election. It's unbelievable. You all have to be talking to your friends and neighbors, and especially people at your church. 104 million Christians in this country are planning on sitting out the election. I'm just going to read the news, because if I try to express my feelings about this, I'm going to probably use some unchristian-like language. So I'm just going to read. Okay. All right. So this headline comes from justthenews.com. Millions of Christians not planning to vote this November could shape the election. Millions of Christians in the United States indicated in a study released last Monday that they are not likely to vote in the upcoming election this November, signaling a potential problem for the Republican Party. Just over half of interviewees, 51%, in a cultural research center at Arizona Christian University study, who identified as people of faith, responded that they are likely to vote in the presidential election between former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris. The people of faith label is given to those who identify with a recognized religion, such as Christianity, Judaism, Mormonism, or Islam. The study found that approximately 104 million people under the people of faith umbrella are not expected to vote this election, including 41 million born-again Christians and 32 million who regularly attend church. So Len Munsell, who is the president of Arizona Christian University and a former Republican nominee for Arizona governor, said in a news release that was shared with Just the News, "I see two huge takeaways from this blockbuster report. First, that Christians could be the deciding factor in a bunch of federal and state races and are choosing not to be. And second, that they are longing for their local church to instruct them on how to think biblically about policy and politics. They don't want to be told how to vote, but they do want to know why they should vote and how to view political issues from a biblical framework." The research also revealed some of the reasons that the Christians are not planning to vote in November, including for 68%, a lack of interest in politics. Holy crap. I don't care if you're not interested in politics. Politics is interested in you. 57% cited a dislike in both major party candidates. I get it. You still got to vote. And for 52%, a belief that their vote will not make a difference. A smaller percentage, 48%, believe that the election results will be manipulated. I don't disagree with any of those reasons. None of them, not even the combination of all of them, is a good enough reason not to vote. And for those of you, I hear this all the time in California, and I'm sorry for harping on this, but I hear time and time again, people here in Los Angeles, Christians, believers, conservatives, who don't show up to vote because they say it doesn't matter in California. It could matter. If you would show up to vote, it could matter. The reason that we have had a super blue majority in Sacramento for literally decades is because Republicans and Christians consistently sit out. It is unacceptable. And furthermore, the conversation that we always have after every election when a Republican wins the Electoral College, they win the presidency, but they lose the popular vote, every single time like clockwork, we hear this garbage and this drivel from Democrats about how we should throw out the Electoral College and go by the popular vote. If Republicans in California and New York showed up to vote, that would not be a part of the conversation anymore because Democrats would see that the margin in the popular vote was way too close for them to chance switching over to a popular vote system. So if you want them to shut the you know what up about that, go vote in your blue state, please. I'm not angry at any of you specifically. I'm angry at people out there who are not voting. Let me just clarify that. I feel like every time I get on the phone with customer service and I'm dealing with some garbage that some company has put me through, I always try to clarify to that person, listen, I'm not mad at you. I know this is not your fault. I know I'm not mad at you. I know this is not your fault. But these statistics are unbelievable. And then right after I saw this article, Charlie Kirk had a pastor on his show, John Amanchukwu, Senior, who is over on Twitter, and he appeared on Charlie's show. And he cited some further statistics that only 1 in 3 Christians vote. So that is absolutely pathetic. And only 36% of senior pastors have a biblical worldview. Ding, 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 ding. There's the problem. Pastors, and I don't want to name names, but I know pastors out there who are, let's just say they are either providing the argument for their parishioners and their church members to sit on the sidelines, or they're on the other side. And I don't know how you can be a pastor and read the word and vote Democrat. Sorry, not sorry. I am not even the least bit sorry, because if you read the word, which unfortunately for Christians is becoming less and less common, but if you read the word, especially if you're a pastor, there should be no equivocation whatsoever about who to vote for this election. I'm just saying. I don't even know what else to say about this topic because it just gets me so angry, and I feel like I just need to leave it there. But before I leave it there, I'm going to reiterate these numbers for you. 68% of Christians lack any interest in politics. Only 52% believe that their vote will make a difference. 48% believe that the election is manipulated. Only 51% plan to vote in the election. That is 1/3 of Christians. You think of 3 people at your church, only 1 of them is voting. This Sunday, tomorrow, when you go to church, every person you talk to, you need to make sure that they are registered to vote. And if you have to go to your city hall and grab a fistful of voter registration forms, take them to church. Take them to church with you. Have your own little voter registration drive. There is nothing illegal about that. There is not even anything unethical about that. In fact, it is the opposite of that. It is the responsibility of those of us who care about the future of this country and her values to show up and to make sure that we make it as easy and as accessible as possible for our fellow Christian conservatives to vote. So do your part. I'm going to do it too. All right. And also maybe it's time to have a hard conversation with your pastor. You know, set up a meeting, call the church office, talk to the secretary, set the meeting. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on this Small Business Saturday edition of Furthermore with Amanda Head. Remember, this Small Business Saturday edition comes out every Saturday. It's posted, video is posted across all of my social media platforms. You can find me on social media at Amanda Head, and the podcast has its own X account over on X at Furthermore Pod. Thank you all so much for being here, and I will see you on Monday.